I'm back again. My name is Mirjana and Theo is going to surprise me today. I want to keep my fringe and the rest is up to Theo.
Okay. Will you turn around to show you my current hairstyle? You have a decent bob. Bob.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Much longer than when I was cut last time.
Yeah, but they can find you under your name. You're the only one with your name. So they can always find you. Let's start on you.
Hello friends on YouTube, Mirjana is back to have a fresh new hairstyle. And I may decide which hairstyle it will be. Also gonna color her hair, but that's also necessary. She cannot get used to the neck paper, so that's why I use a towel to protect her for falling hair. Find me the entrance of the cape. As always the entrance.
My favorite color.
Yes? Turquoise?
Yes.
I have mixed with turquoise in my hair. This afternoon I was still red and now I'm turquoise.
A new color every day.
No, not every day. That would be too much. Started wetting the hair. Now she told me she really liked the fringe. You will also hear that. What I don't like about a bob on her is that she has a small neck and everything is then hanging together on the shoulders, and that's what I don't like. She has a beautiful skull, so I'm gonna work with the skull. Made photos in front, so I saw what hair I have. And for those who always complaining about why do you wash the hair, it's clean, so that's more than enough for me. Start with K20. It's a product of Lakme. It smells really nice, but it also fills in the gaps in the hair. So it's a pre-color, but also pre-styling product. Start building up in the neckline. Take the Olivia garden brush. Gonna tell you what I don't like about this hairstyle at the moment. It was a very nice hairstyle. With a real short fringe. A bit French. We now go for something different. Can you make use of the skull? Show you that. You see, this part is hanging flat down, so I don't like this. I want to get more rounding into the skull line. I want to leave some length in the neckline because it's winter time in the Netherlands and we get snow this week. Only wet snow. But you have to see my fringe and then you see how beautiful snow there is. And ice. Start by parting the hair on the line of the skull bone onto the ear. And do this on both sides. Take a straight line. Gonna do this cut with a hot razor because I don't want to damage the hair. And I can do it of course with a normal razor, but when you have a hot razor, you better use a hot razor because it's much better for the hair. Watch it implant. Now you see, she has a beautiful skull and her neck is in the center of the skull. So that's important because this will give it the volume I would like to have in the roundings on top. Take the hair up. Start in the center line. Lift it over. Watch at the line of the skull. Go in with my hot knife. And lay my first line. Take it over, bend it into the line, watch over the hair, see what I did cut. And I don't have to force anything because that's the nice thing of working with a hot tool. It glides through the hair. Go back to the first line. When I come in the center, I lift it over. Use the guideline. Watch again over the rounding of a skull. Go in and connect it to the line of cutting. Take a new line on it. And see how I use the rounding of a skull into this beautiful hairstyle. The line on the ear. Stay a little bit away of the ear because it's 190 degrees Celsius, so it's a very warm tool. I don't want to hurt her in any way. Go and connect the underline. Now she had, in the neckline she has a very fine implant, so there I have to take care of, because I only want to get the round. I don't want a stiff line in the neckline, because there for her neckline is not the best neckline. I want to leave it soft. So now I play with her hair. Just gently go in, don't force anything, just go in, play with the hair. Like you would do when it was clay. And not Cash's clay, where then it would hit her. I don't like to hit women. Find it a weak thing. Coming in the underlines. Watch through the hair, where the neck line is, and where her hair in the opposite line is also in the underline, because that I take away. And although I don't want a hard line, I want some rest in it, so it falls nicer. Take a clipper. Set the hair aside. Now this is hair I don't need, because it's against my cut. It always bends the hair the other way around, and I don't like that at all. So that I take away. And then you can see it's a nice soft line as a contour. Do this of course on both sides. And do this with the latest zero clipper of Kiona. It has a very feminine look, but it's a real sharp tool. But it has a body like a woman. Zeg, okay.
Oh yeah.
So now I created myself a very nice line to work on. So now I can work the rest of the hair on this line. Starting on her left side. I know that she likes to hold the fringe, so I take a line from the fall of the skull 2 centimeters above the ear. Bit the rest aside. Set the line aside. Go above the ear. Know that I have this line, connect this line. Start above the ear. Create a soft fall to the back. Connect a new line on it. By taking it on the same line, I adjust the length, because it has more length in the center then. And I only connect on the line of cutting. So when I need some rounding and I need volume, I get it by taking the hair like this. You see the length of that, so you have more length where you can work with. And to the underline, travel gently into the line of cutting where I started with. Come on the last line. Hair don't burn with a hot tool, because it cannot burn because it's wet. But what it does, it seals the hair, and they stay closed for more than 4 months. Or you see what you see on her hair, it grows very fast. That is also what it does. When you take it to the back, you see that the line is laying on the rounding, so I have volume on the back. Do this also on the other side, so start with that. Do the same as I did on the other side. Take the hair on the ear, watch the line in the underline, go to that line, connect the hair on it.
Take it straight out of the skull, on the line of cutting. And in the underline, I flow into the line of the skull bone. This gives me a lot of volume on the rounding of the skull. And I think when she has a fringe, it will be looking very sexy.
Yay!
I want this sexy at Christmas! There will be something at sexy Christmas. Who's standing up to me? What do you want? What sexy Christmas? Come to the center line. Take them on the center line. Watch if the length is the same. It is. So take off only a small part and lay it in the rounding. So I'm certain that in the center line there is all in the same length. So now I can come to the sides. I stand of course on the right side, so I start on the right side. Take the hair up on the line of the skull line, there where the fall is. Wetting in between. En on Dutch, wie die exercise gezien.
What?
What? What they say? They say, wie niet bij. Who is not hiding can be seen. Something like that. Okay. You saw me making a connection on the ear. Now, I know she wants the fringe, so I work also on the line of the fringe. Don't go too short. Take her hair up, lay it in the line of the chin line. Holding some volume on this line. Take it to the front. Know that you want the length of the fringe, so don't take off too much here, because then I cannot hold the length on the fringe. And my Oma clock, grandmother clock, is ticking, and it's 5 o'clock at Saturday. Saturday night at the movies. Who guess what picture you see? I don't see a picture. I know which picture I will see. First I do your photos, and then I do your YouTube video. So I see that picture.
You'll be looking at me
Yeah.
the whole night.
Yeah. I had a dream. Who was in it? Me. The only thing you have to be aware of when you do things with hot tool, the hair needs to be moist. And then you can also hear it hissing. Take a new line on it. Go again to the same line, on the ear. Take it to the front. Watch at the fringe. Don't go too low, otherwise you cannot get a fringe with a lot of hair. And she asked for a long fringe and now she has a short fringe. How does this happen? I don't know. The hair was melting.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Hairdresser, what did you do? I don't know, I was dreaming. It was the Muppet Show. They always said that, the old guys. Did you enjoy the show? Yes. Why? I was sleeping. Take it over. Watch it running. Start on the half of the ear. Take it over to the other side. Give it a running to the front. Use the roundings to the front. And hold nice soft lines. So now you see, your fringe is this length, but there has to be a part of, because that's dry on the ends. So Now I know for sure that the line is not too short. Get the hair behind the ear and go to the other side. Going again on the ear. Watch at the line of cutting, go in. Adjust the length. And it don't have to be a hard line, it may stay soft. Get rid of the water drops.
Ja, en je moet wat je doet ook nog vertalen in het Engels.
Zeker. Take a new line on it. On the fall of the skull. Make sure the hair stays wet. Go to the back. Connect it on that. Go to the front. Go back to the front, give it a running to the back. Once again, be sure that you don't cut into the line of the fringe. New line on it. Her hair dries very fast, so I have to wet a lot in between.
Ik kan hem ook vasthouden.
Nou, bij man zegt hij. Lukt wel. We zijn er bijna. Take it on the line of cutting again. Watch at the nice fall of her eyebrows. Connect it to the back. Adjust the thickness. Make sure all the hair behind the ear is also in the line of cutting. Come on the last line, take a part of the other side with it. So I have a guideline also to connect on. So here's the guideline of the other side. Starting in the back. Starting with the rounding to the back. Making sure I'll hold the fringe. So now the only thing I have to do is the top line, but also the fringe, of course. And don't get it too short. Goes to the front. But let you watch with me. Papas. Now, she don't like a short fringe, but she also want to get rid of the dry ends. The dry ends is this small part. Take the fringe down. And the nice thing, when you have this tool, you don't have to do anything. You can just lay it on the hair and it melts through the hair. The only thing, you have to have a little moist fingers, otherwise you burn your fingers. But the nice thing is, when you have a fringe like this laying into your face lines, it never irritates because the ends are sealed, so they never irritate the skin. You cannot get into the skin, and they have a soft end with a lid on it. Go to the other side. Watch the line of cutting on the side. Know where I am. Ga je jonger van lijken, die kapsel.
Yay. Getting younger every time I visit you.
Don't say that. All the grandmas will be here. So now I have a beautiful frame on the front, not too much of the fringe. Start on the half of the fontanelle. Sure, the fringe stays. Go to the center line, watch at the line. Here's my line of cutting, there's my line of cutting. And to be sure, then when the hair switches over from one side to the other, and I still have a perfect line, I take off
line in the center, part of the back it's still hanging in the center, on the rounding of the skull. I pull the hair to the front, so I know that I will stay in length. Comb it to the front, gently give it the rounding it needs. So now my cut is ready, so now I can make her a beautiful color. Voel hoe je haar voelt. Lekker.
Short.
Ja, maar lekker hè? Hello, made the kin color on 20 volume 6%. Put a photo of the product into the video. Apply this on the top. And then in the underlines I work out the line with the same color but then in a darker color, so I have more contrast and more power. It's a kin color, ammonia free, paraben free, don't damp. It's very creamy. Really love the products. And they last for a long time. Work till I get about 2 centimeters above the ear. And do the same to the back, just above the fall of the skull. How old is your father?
80.
80.
He turned 80.
Yeah, he won with 80.
Yes.
It's a good age.
Yeah, and still going camping with the caravan.
Okay, nice.
He stays in France for a few months.
Aha. Vous permettez, monsieur. Zal ik er eens een gokje op wagen? So now all the hair on top is set into the collar. Now I go to 2-0. Have a small rest over in my bowl. On this I put about 5 centimeters of the 2-0. I don't need extra developer, because there's power enough into the developer. This I mix, this I apply in the underline. And when she would have very light eyebrows, I would also put this color on the eyebrows. Mostly like to have it in line, but her eyebrows are really beautiful, so I leave them the way they are. God! I comb this into the line on top, of course, so I get a nice overflow of the color and not a hard line. And because it's the same color, just a little bit more in depth, it will always suit. This I apply in the underline. And when she would have very light eyebrows, I would also put this color on the eyebrows. Mostly like to have it in line, but her eyebrows are really beautiful, so I leave them the way they are. God! I comb this into the line on top, of course, so I get a nice overflow of the color and not a hard line. And because it's the same color, just a little bit more in depth, it will always suit.
It sounds like it's the same you do with paintings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they call me also the Bob Ross of the haircuts. And Edward Scissorhands
Wow.
also.
Yeah.
Especially when I do slicing. I have a very old video where I slice with 3 scissors.
Wow.
And I have a video where I did a haircut with a knife. That's also a very old video. Just when I started to make YouTube.
And I cut my daughter's hair one time with her hanging from the table.
Oh yeah, on top. Yeah.
With all our hairs hanging down, and then cut them up like you did during a show.
The video, yeah. I do this still a lot. I really like it. And when I have my new studio, for those who are watching, I will have a new studio. I will have Q&As this next year. So I will work together with my daughter, and you can put answers and questions you get when you ask something. So, but you will visit then by my channel, live into the channel, and you may see everything I do, because now you see little parts that's being cut, but mostly I show you everything, because I really like to show you everything. Lay the hair free.
Oh, it's falling down.
Oh, it's not a problem. It's better than we falling down. Take plastic foil, knot it. We go for a coffee tea, and you just wait a second or something like that, because we're back in less than a second to show you the end result and the beautiful styling of this beautiful hairstyle. Making the hair great again. I know the guy, so don't go away, we'll be back. Hello, we're back from coloring. Now I'm gonna style her hair. Start with a dry shampoo. This dry shampoo and Glint. Spray this into the hair. It's very light, of course, so you can work very nicely with it. It wastes nothing. Nice. It smells nice. Go to a medium brush. Take my T.K.S blow dryer. Det är mooi, kijk, die kun je instellen op temperatuur.
Maar die is mooi.
Stop blow dry. Maar dat is er dan gelukkig overheen. Dat is een hele sterke mede component heeft gevonden.
Maar je krijgt er ook steeds meer vertrouwen in. En
Zeker.
En dat wat je zegt, dat gewoon klopt. Er komt bewijs dat wat je zegt klopt.
Ja, mooi is dat, hè?
Ja.
Ik vind het, als je met die droogshampoo werkt, dan vind ik het haar ook lekker voelen. Het geeft een beetje een bite.
Ja, het is niet zo saaiig meer.
Nee.
Beetje beachy.
Ja. Maar dan zonder zout.
Ja.
Het zout is niet goed voor jaren. On her hair I want a styling product, and I take a spider, but I don't like the spider product. A lot of you know this by now, because I don't like the web product there's in it. So I combine this with golden oil of Lanza. Mix this all over my hands, so my rest over is always on top. Now I can play lightly with her hair. Als je gevoel wat erin zit, leuk, ondeugend. Now thank her for being my model. Thank you for watching. She will certainly turn around to show you the end result. We see each other next video. Bye bye.
Thank you, Theo.
Leuk.
Yes. Love it. Theo is going to surprise me today. I want to keep my fringe, and the rest is up to Theo.
Okay. Will you turn around to show you current hairstyle? You have a decent bob. Bob.